me, Virginia Buchanan, and I came out when I was 28 years old. I probably could have gone my entire life not coming out. I'm bisexual, so there's a bit of an option. But it was right around the time when gay marriage was legalized, and I was noticing a bunch of people on my feed posting negative comments, and I just couldn't stay quiet any longer. I wondered if they knew that the community that they were trying to oppress was actually a community that I was a part of, if they might change their minds or say something different. They were talking about it like it was something that was separate from them and not within their world, when really, hi, I'm right here. So I first told my mom and dad and my brother Peter. Peter actually had always known, and when we were kids, he would like give me little hints as to who I was. Like he gave me Kissing Jessica Stein for my birthday, and he gave me Fun Home for Christmas, and it was like this little pop culture roadmap that would eventually lead me to myself. But my mom and dad, it was a total surprise to them, and I was met with love and support, but not acceptance. And that was hard. So I emailed all of my friends in New York City to let them know what was up, but also to be like, I'm bisexual. And I wanted them to kind of know that I might need a little bit of extra love right now. And even though that was an exhaustive email list, it still didn't feel like enough. Like, not everyone knew. And so so I went to Facebook, because that's my favorite soapbox, and I made this post that wasn't so much like pointing fingers at people who were negatively commenting or like segmenting people off into groups. It was more just like a general, like, here I am, this is who I am, in case you didn't know. And so when you're going on rants or making comments, you're actually talking about me and my brothers and sisters within a community that I am very proudly a part of. And that was really scary, because like my whole family's on Facebook and all of my friends from when I grew up, and I didn't know how it was going to be received. Not even like Facebook's telling the world, but it feels like telling the world. And it was my most liked post, and it got so many comments on it, and all of them were positive. And then I started receiving messages. I got a message from one of my cousins, which was like a total surprise to me, giving me support, and I got a message from a former youth pastor apologizing for any mistreatment that I had received in high school, because they've now since changed their minds on the whole thing. And then I started receiving messages from other friends telling me that they're bisexual also. Like, they came out to me, but these are friends that aren't out publicly. And then they told me that, they probably never would come out publicly, so they appreciated the way that I said it, like they either didn't want to tell their families, or that they were in heterosexual relationships, and so they didn't feel like they needed to, because they were happy where they were. But then we also talked a lot about how stifling it is, and how overwhelming it is to I don't know, oppress yourself. And my parents, it was hard to come out to them, but they really do love me for who I am, and so they came around, and I feel really confident being myself with them, which is, I know, very lucky. It was actually almost a year ago from right now. I'm about to celebrate my anniversary, and it's been such a good year. I didn't realize how much I was limiting myself, and how much weight and shame I was carrying around, not being honest about this. And since I feel so much better in the world and in my own body, but it's still hard. Nobody like hands you a book that's like, and here's how to be gay. Like, I'm still figuring out the way that I, Amy, am gay, and I think that's fine. And I also get to keep coming out. You know, people say, oh, that makes sense, or oh, you don't seem, or, you know, and ultimately I just get to keep saying every single day, yes I am, and it's still a little scary, but it's actually really great.